Today we're talking about carbon monoxide testers, smoke detectors, and water heater straps. Really exciting stuff. Stay tuned. Ready? Here we go. Hey guys, Vito Scarnecchia, Abitano Group. Today we're talking about smoke detectors, carbon monoxide testers or detectors, and water straps. A lot of people get confused about this, and it's pretty simple. San Jose, the city, the state, and fire marshals all require your home to be transferred or sold with detectors on each level of the dwelling. If you have a multi-level dwelling, that means you have to have three levels. San Jose requires that. And then the other thing is, with every bedroom, every sleeping quarters, it's required that they have one. This right here is an office. It's also considered a room if you really wanted to. This room right here has a carbon monoxide or smoke detector right there. See? Every room has to have that. Every level or sleeping area has to have a carbon monoxide tester. The funny thing is carbon monoxide is a heavy gas, which means that it actually sinks to the ground, but the city, there it is right there, see, that's room number 2. The city requires it be installed, not be installed down in the bottom where it could, like right there next to a power outlet where heavy gases would hang out. But that's just one of the funny things about it. There's another detector right here. Here's room number 3. And we're going to go into the master and check to see if this one actually has it. And lo and behold, boink. There you go. So every room, every sleeping quarters, everywhere that somebody sleeps has to have a smoke detector. Every level has to have carbon monoxide detector. And this is important for a few different reasons. Let me open this up real quick. Because if you ever do work with a contractor and you pull a permit, the city is going to require those to be done right. Whenever you sell a house, the city is going to require that you have your smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, and straps done correctly. It's just the way it is. It's kind of a bureaucratic thing, but that's just the way it is. How do they enforce it? Well, lenders will not fund a loan on a house when the appraiser checks to see that the straps are done incorrectly, or that there's no carbon monoxide tester, or there's no smoke detectors in each room. So if the appraiser comes out and says, yeah, there's no carbon monoxide detector in the hallway, then the underwriter is going to require that as a pre-funding condition. That's how San Jose enforces it. It's the same thing with the permit. When you have the inspectors come through, they're going to look at, I don't care if you have an HVAC replacement, an outlet change, anytime an inspector comes out, one of their requirements in order to sign off on their permit is that you have to have everything in compliance. Okay, so let's go take a look at the water heater real quick. See these straps? They're extra long or extra wide straps or extra thick straps. And this right here is correct seismic type strap. This was wrapped. It's not necessary to have that done. Maybe that wasn't upgraded at the time, but that's just how my plumber did it for my clients. But you also see 2x4 or 2x6 against multiple studs against the wall. That cinches the water heater up when it goes against this. So it's not cinching up against the wall, it's cinching up against the 2x4 or 2x6. So there's some leeway behind there. But the reason why is because we live in California. California has earthquakes. These flex tubings right here, also required. And now there's also the sediment trap. Lots of stuff. But mainly what the appraiser is going to be looking for is 2 straps, just like this. The seismic straps placed against the wall correctly so that it's snug against the 2x4, which is tied into the stud system. So that's that. So is it required that the seller has to do all this, put in the smoke detector and the carbon monoxide detector and do the straps? No, but here's what's going to happen is the standard of practice is most sellers get it done because it doesn't cost that much money. It's a little bit of effort, but what it can do is it ties up the buyer by removing the appraisal contingency and the loan contingency. So if you do some stuff ahead of time, you can make it easier for the buyer to close on buying your home. And that's why we get it done ahead of time. So I just went through to double check, because this house got into contract pretty quick. Got in contract in like 5 or 6 days, and the buyer's appraiser is gonna come out in 2 days, and I just wanna make sure that we have everything set for them, because what can happen is the appraiser comes back and says, oh, no, there's no carbon monoxide detector. Call me when you have one installed. Then I have to go back, get a couple carbon monoxide detectors, install them, call the appraiser back, pay him however much money it's going to cost him for him to come back out, and wait for him to schedule and have it done. So that's undue delays, and that's not something that the buyer typically has to do. So that's why we do it up front. All right. All right, so if you're selling your house, thinking about selling your house, download the form below. Just click on it. Go ahead and click on it. 7 easy ways to sell your house faster and for more money. I'm Vito Scarnecchia with the Abitano Group. We'll see you out there. Do me a favor real quick, take 2 seconds and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Also hit the like, the little thumbs up, and the little bell so you'll be notified of upcoming videos.